better person because I realized the worth of my legs and also how people with disabilities feel. And you know, I also, other than the prisoners, I've also started with Parkinson's patients. You won't believe the way they respond to dance. It's amazing. They can hardly move, but they'll hold a candle, maybe a stick on the other hand, and the way they move, you know, they move from their heart, not just their limbs, because their limbs don't really work that well. And I will also quote Komal in another way, that, you know, when we use our body, our expressions, for instance, you know, when we express something, I will just do a little abhinay, which you may find interesting. You know, eyes occupy such a small space on our body, even on the face. I mean, if you have really big eyes, that's different. But normally, it does occupy a very small space. But you can express anything with it. You know, I won't go into the theory of it, but when we use our eyes, we have different names for our movements. Now, this is just, there are, you know, when you look this way and that way, up and down. So I will do something with up and down, right? I can do sitting. I will show you how just this up and down movement can express 3 different emotions. The one is of surprise. Anger. It's just going up and down. Now, love. Of course, now love is expressed in many different ways. But I'm talking about the time when this was Natya Shastri, right? There's no coyness now, but I'm just showing it for the sake of showing. You know, sometimes we don't even need music, we just need you.
And now Suzie, she has come all the way from Australia and she's doing really good work when it comes to dancing, and also she's doing a lot of work with the underprivileged children. And so Suzie, you can share your experience with us.
Well, it's a delight to be here. Firstly, I'd like to say the body doesn't lie. So whatever emotions you're carrying, it's registered in the memory box of the body. And Gabrielle Roth, who started the 5 Rhythm practice, and I'm a 5 Rhythms registered teacher out of New York, she always says, if you move the body and set it in motion, it will heal itself. So, you know, we arrive in movement. We go down the canal, moving. Some of us fight that, and so we register that in our body, and we have this trauma of arriving on this Mother Earth. And during our cycle of life, which is the rhythms of life, we go through many things. Some of us have struggles and some of us manage with those struggles and others don't. In our life, with the 5 rhythms, which is what I'm actually working with at the moment, but I'm actually dance therapist as well. The rhythms in all our life, in the cycles, the rhythms are there right in front of us. So whether we flow, that's a platform, which gives us a circular movement or a movement of like the what do you call it? The movement where you're going in circles and what have you. Yeah, the surface. Thank you. Or whether you're moving in staccato, which is very much directional flow, A to B, or whether you're in chaos, which is where you can't let go or you want to let go and you resist, so what you resist persists in the body, or whether you are in lyrical, which is play mode and we don't do enough play anymore, or whether we move into stillness, which is moving into just before you die in your body and about change. And so all of us have gone through these cycles, these rhythms of life, and they're you know, plants have them, life has them, the rhythms. And so I'm going to read a poem because it was a really important poem to me. I thought about what can I say. There's this room in here that's so small, and I thought, oh my God, we can't move. And so I'm going to just read something, and it's what I feel today, and hopefully it will resonate with you. And it's by a girl called Jill Matheson, and she's a registered 5 rhythms teacher. We have come to be danced, not the pretty dance, not the pretty pick-me dance, but the claw our way back into the belly of the sacred, sensual animal dance, the unhinged, the unplugged, cat is out of its box dance, the holding the precious moment in the palms of our hands and feet dance. We have come to be danced, not the jiffy booby shake your booty for him dance, but the wring the sadness from our skin dance, the blow the chip off our shoulder dance, the slap the apology from our posture dance. We have come to be danced, not the monkey see, monkey do dance. 1, 2, dance like you. 1, 2, 3, dance like me dance. But the grave robber, the tomb stalker, tearing scabs and scars open dance. The rub, the rhythm, roar against our souls dance. We have come to be danced, not the nice, invisible, self-conscious shuffle, but the matted hair flying, voodoo mama, shaman shakan, ancient bones dance. We have come to be danced, we have come. And I think that's a really important poem, because what it says is that we actually we arrived. Now I want you to fold them a different way. Which way? It's very interesting because we have this pattern of movement. All of us have a pattern of movement. So if I said to you, move this juicy creativeness happening inside. So what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you... No talking! This is what you're all in the head. No talking. Okay, we're going to explain. Hear it up. Okay, we've only met today, so I don't know anything about it. These good, gorgeous girls. So this is what we're going to do. Okay? I'll just explain. So we've only just met an hour ago, actually. I've never met her. But I'm going to tell her my story in movement. Right? Simple.
does incredible things. It actually comes so deep, and it's, you know. So we have this beautiful performer here, who I'm going to just let the stage too. But it doesn't. The thing is, we don't have to perform. It's all inside us. All the stories, your beautiful story, every.
For the interactive.
Change over now quickly. Okay, beautiful.
Conversation, I would like to tell you, no matter always be behind, we have to go something farther. Whatever we have achieved, there is yet farther. We are one step always behind to achieve something. And now Shubhari wanted to say something about it.
No,
So,
if I may go there.
please, we want the mic.
Because everybody could hear. Of the participants here have been so wonderful. And this session on dance and music as a way of life. I tell you something, I'll just share my experiences with you. I was in the audience. I'm in business, an entrepreneur. So I have to work the whole day. That's my food. But my food for thought is music, dance, poetry, and theatre. Now, how I satisfy myself is by writing for such talented people like Kolkata, Rajlakshmi. I haven't had the privilege of doing something with our friend here, Jennifer, but when I write something, I think of them. They are in my mind, each one of them. Whatever I'm writing, whether it's a ballad or a collage or something, on anyone, any topic, that each one of them, they come so, alive in my mind. And my most satisfaction is when I see it happening on stage in front of very distinguished people. They are watching them. And that's the moment I feel rejuvenated. I feel great. I feel very enthusiastic to write more, to work more, and also to march ahead in future with more passion and more vigor. So all I want to say is you can't live without music, poetry, theatre, and dance. That's a very important component of our life. You may work in your business the whole day. End of the day, you meet friends, do something, but you create something. And the people who create something, I honestly admire them, I adore them, I salute them. That's all that I want to say.
Yes, of course.
I'm sorry, I'm coming between you and lunch, but I cannot resist myself. In my childhood, first I realized that I was dancing to the tunes of Rahul Dev Burman. I was singing the tunes which were all composed by Rahul Dev Burman, including Tisri Manzil and all. Much later, after 5 years or 10 years. So, every one of us music is something which at midnight, or even if you are suffering from any serious fever, malaria, or like if you listen to music.
My own feminine side is something is giving me creativity in business and making me more charming and more radiant in my business. So it is not as if losing your messy look, but actually discovering another side. Just that.
About how music can actually affect, if you have a disease or you're suffering depression or any sort of even physical ailment, dance can help you. So in the US, I actually visited a few hospitals where they were using dance as a therapy to overcome physical issues. Wherever there was physiotherapy, they were not only doing just physiotherapy like 1, 2, 1, 2, they were actually teaching through dance. They would put on some music and they'd say 1, 2, 1, 2, like to music, to connect. rhythm rather than just a black and white, simple 1-2 robotic movement, right? So it really helped him, and I've seen videos of a lot of people with success stories. So that was one thing. The second thing I'd love to share with you is something very personal that I wrote, and I never knew that I'd ever find a platform in this world other than just, you know, in my bed reading it to myself, to share. And thank you so much to Harbeen that, you know, something I just write by chance, I have a platform to share with so many passionate people. It's amazing. So this is something I've written. I go to dance class, and I've been dancing for about 4 years just as a student. Very passionate about it, and whatever my instructor talks, if I like it and I metaphorically think that it relates to my life, I write it down right after class. So here are a few points that I've written and that I'd love to share, and hopefully they'll also resonate with you. So, life lessons from dance class. Life's like a stage. The camera's always rolling. It's all about the last inch. Right? It's all about the last inch in dance, in life, you know, for success. That last inch. Be the music. Don't follow it. Else you'll always be one complete. Confidence is all about the posture. Core tucked in, shoulders down, neck stretched up, chin up, butt in, and go for it all the way. It's all about the journey, not only the destination. Dancers spend hours practicing the same thing multiple times over and over, killing themselves, hurting themselves. But on stage, that step lasts only 3 seconds. Feel, convey, express. People will always understand because they feel like you feel, but they don't know what they feel. They don't have the confidence to express what they feel, and if you will express it, they will connect with you, they will love you, they will look up to you. So these are beautiful things that I love.
Oh, thank you. This was a wonderful summary of what we have discussed so far.
Give me excess of it, but self-eating, your appetite, your sitting and so on. I'd like to say that even in my worst of penury days, you didn't know my story when I've gone hungry and I almost was on the point of collapsing. It was music that kept me alive. I want to salute you 4 amazing women because I admire women who have creativity, talent, music, and poetry. Give them a big hand. And on this note,
understanding, I think we have missed out on this planet, why we are all here. First we'll understand this whole body. This whole body was created through music. The design of this body was done in Gandharva Loka. The master technicians, master designers, okay? They sang, they danced, and the formation happened. This is called mantra deha. This whole body is actually devised through mantras. So that's why they respond to mantra. They respond to the dance. So you don't have to try to dance. Even before you try to dance, just make this still and let the burn. You will feel a dance of energy. The Shakti will move through you like a magnificently. I'll just give you an example. I was in Mumbai, in Bali Hills, attending my wife's cousin's wedding. One girl from Canada came, 14-year-old girl, no music, sang Maria right in front of me, about 10 feet. The whole audience was fully drunk. Nobody knew what was happening, and this girl sang. As soon as she sang, from the pit of the belly, the Kundalini rose up and stood about 12 feet on top of my head and danced for the next 3 hours. Now,
amazing.
This isn't what is this powerful realization is that it doesn't have to be typecast oriented, that we have to listen to a particular kind of music or particular kind of dance. There is a dance of energies. If you actually do a microfilming of 2 people sitting here, there's actually all of them already dancing right now. There is a dance of energies. We're all dancers. We've forgotten. We're shy to express ourselves. If we connect to the power of music, where is music? It's everywhere. In the trees, in the mountains, in the hills, everything, the whole universe is music. We fail to listen because we are too occupied in our internal distorted radio channel.